original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory movie was one that was a true venture into the world of pure imagination, as well as a showcase for the talents of Gene Wilder.
If you want to view paradise.
However, years later, a remake of it came about in the form of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Dear guests, greetings. Welcome to the factory.
It told a slightly different story with more of a focus on Willy Wonka himself, as well as giving a true ending to the story and showing what happened to the cast of characters. But it's been over 15 years since that movie came out, so how are all of them doing? Allow us to show you Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, then and now. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Freddie Highmore. Let's start off with the star of the show, as well as the man who made the most of his career post-movie. Freddie Highmore was at one time a true child star, as he starred in all sorts of movies given his youthful talent and look. He was in The Golden Compass, August Rush, Spiderwick Chronicles, and more. Funnily enough though, he hated being called a child star, which is no doubt why when he grew up, he went far from the nice and kind Charlie to being Norman Bates. Yes, he starred in the A&E series Bates Motel, which was fan-beloved and critically praised, and Highmore himself was beloved for his take on Norman Bates and repeatedly won certain awards for it. But he didn't stop there with being a great actor, because after that series was done, he was cast in the hit ABC drama The Good Doctor, where he plays a surgeon who is both autistic and has savant syndrome. Freddie dedicated a lot of time to studying autism so that he could mimic the movements of one of his characters' condition, and Highmore was again praised for the award, including getting nominated multiple times for Best Actor in a Series. So yeah, he's come a long way from being the guy who bought a golden ticket and instead is making his own. Anna Sophia Robb. Shortly after she was the gum-chewing Violet, Anna Sophia went on to star in Bridge to Terabithia with Josh Hutcherson. The next big film we saw her in was the remake for Race to Witch Mountain, alongside of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and the Hunger Games star Alexander Ludwig. But her real big success came when she landed the lead in Soul Surfer, the biopic about the surfer Bethany Hamilton. In 2012, she was cast as a young Carrie Bradshaw in The Carrie's Diaries, but it was sadly canceled after 2 seasons. In 2014, she enrolled in New York University, where she's still figuring out her major. Julia Winter. Oddly enough, little Veruca Salt did not go on to have a famous future. The only acting credits Julia Winter has are directly related to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Her last public appearance was on Dick and Dom in Da Bungalow in 2006 as herself. No one from the public has seen her in years. It's actually inspired websites where people wonder what she has gotten up to in the last decade and a half. For those who want the answer, the former child star studied to become a doctor back home in Sweden. Jordan Fry. Since his role in the Tim Burton flick, Jordan has continued dabbling in acting. His recent credits include supporting roles in Gone, which starred Amanda Seyfried, and he also starred alongside Jonathan Rhys Meyers in the movie Bird and the Bees. Philip Wiegratz. Famed for playing Augustus Gloop in the Johnny Depp-led movie, the German actor is still mainly known for this role, but he has bagged several TV series and movie roles, all in German. IMDb noted that he had starring roles in 2 2013 movies, Rubenrot and Mein Sommer, 88. Wie die Stars die DDR rockten. Missy Pyle. You might remember her as the mother of Violet, who had awards in Baton. But Missy Pyle has been in some interesting movies since that one came out. She's been in Harold and Kumar, Escape from Guantanamo Bay, 2008, The Artist, 2011, Gone Girl, 2014, Captain Fantastic, 2016, and Ma, 2019. Pyle has also appeared in various television series such as Cleaners, Jennifer Falls, Another Period, Border Town, The Soul Man, Mom, Impulse, and Dirty John. And as if that wasn't enough for you, she also was a part of a country rock duo. Helena Bonham Carter. Yeah, forgot she was in the movie, didn't you? But that's where you made your mistake, because while she may not have had the biggest role in the film, She was honestly in it because of her then husband, Tim Burton, as she was Charlie Bucket's mom. But you could tell she had a lot of fun doing her bits in the script. Now, needless to say, she was and still is one of the most respected women in Hollywood, and has had various roles out the wazoo both before and after that movie came out. In fact, to list them all would be rather nuts. But she's been in the Harry Potter series, Sweeney Todd, alongside a certain co-star from this movie, Ocean's 8, The Corpse Bride, Enola Holmes, the Alice in Wonderland live-action movie, and so many, many more. She's been nominated all over the place for her acting talents, and it's not likely to stop. Needless to say, she's eating more than just cabbage. Deep Roy. One of the biggest changes between the Willy Wonka movie and the Charlie movie was that of the Oompa Loompas. In the original film, they were an orange-colored group of various actors of various sizes, who worked together for their famous songs and dances. But in the remake, they decided to do something a bit different. They instead decided to go and hire Deep Roy to be all the Oompa Loompas and do all of their dance moves, and just have him be spliced in everywhere. That was a lot of work on one guy, when you consider all the various dances and costumes he had to go and be in, but he did it and did it well. Since that film, he has gotten a surprising amount of work in Hollywood, including playing the fan-favorite character of Keenser in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek trilogy, and being in the HBO series Eastbound and Down during its second season. Sir Christopher Lee. A lot of people forget that Sir Christopher Lee was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, mainly because no one expected him to turn up as Willy Wonka's father. It actually added a lot to the story as to why Willy Wonka did what he did, and Lee played the part well. Of course, before and after the movie, Christopher was a legend. The late actor had roles in various big-budget productions across plenty of decades, including being Dracula, Count Dooku in the Star Wars films, being Saruman the White in both of the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogy, being a heavy metal singer, for real, and so on and so forth. He was pretty much acting right up until his death, and he loved every bit of it. So while this movie may not have been his most famous of roles, it's still one to appreciate. Johnny Depp. Last but certainly not least, we have the one and only Johnny Depp, who has had quite the unique career post-Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. If you somehow didn't know, he was the man who played the newer version of Willy Wonka. But unlike Gene Wilder's take, which was more of a genius mixed with a shrewd style of personality, Depp played Wonka with a similar shrewdness, but also with a wacky and even childlike persona, which made him very enjoyable to watch on screen, but did anger some, including Wilder. Despite that, Depp's career took off even more after the movie, and not 2 years later, he got his biggest breakout ever via being Captain Jack Sparrow in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean. It was there that Johnny became a superstar worthy of many things, and indeed he went on to go and do various movie roles, both good and bad and cringe. Along the way, he's been nominated for Best Actor multiple times, and won a Golden Globe for his role as Sweeney Todd. All that being said, the recent years have not been the kindest to Johnny Depp, as his ex-wife in Amber Heard has been labeling him as an abuser, and the two are locked in a bitter court case that continues to this day. Depp maintains his innocence, but there's no doubt that his roles have been a bit scarce as of late due to the ongoing court situation. If definitively proven innocent, he'll no doubt hope to bounce back in a big way. So, what do you think? What do you think of this look at the cast and characters from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and how they went and lived their lives after the show stopped? Were you surprised by where some of the cast has ended up? Which of these stars were you the most amazed by in terms of how they grew after the film? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.